How to make viral famous people videos with Sora to AI. So this is basically about historical figures, this is basically about famous artists, famous anime characters, maybe famous people, maybe famous dead people, anyone you want you can create. This is kind of how to bypass the regulations on the copyrighted characters. So what do you need to do? This will work not for a long time, so you better just log in Sora to account and try it out before they found out. But this is a small method that was found by people on Reddit for like maybe 3 days now, and it kind of still works because I tried it. So you gotta try it yourself. So basically how these videos look like, we can create the adult videos, but they're not monetized either on YouTube Shorts or the TikTok. You can only upload them to the Reels, to the Instagram Reels, and they make kind of a good amount of views. Also, I'm going to give you some more ideas what you can do and what you can actually monetize on YouTube Shorts or monetize on TikTok. There's also some that you can go and upload for Instagram Reels because they're kind of not for other platforms, but they are viral. But we are going to talk about this one right here. So first of all, the wrestling WWE WWF video. So here we could see the Adolf versus Stalin kind of here. So we could see the comments. People are kind of like it, but if we look into the characters, they're not like the real ones. We could see this one here, this doesn't look like Stalin, but it's really close to him. So what do we need? We need to either find an image and art of the character we want to recreate, or just create him with some kind of image generator, but he's supposed to be not super realistic and does not look like it. Sora to AI can actually rework it the way it actually supposed to be, but still he will try to follow the character you give him as an example. So here we could see first image, we could see there's no swastika right here, but if we look, there's actually swastika appears a little bit later, and he's now with ears. So with editing and kind of stuff, it will work out. And here we could see the Adolf doesn't look like him in real life, but there's still Sora that draws swastika right here, so it will still try to follow the realism. It still tries to go for the realistic character as it is supposed to be, but it will try to follow what example you give it. So how do we do it? There we go. So this is actually how it works. So you can see I've created, they're in my drafts. I just did it 2 minutes ago, and it actually a realistic character, though the prompts maybe not right, so it looks kind of bad. This one looked better. So you just try until it works perfectly. But we could see Adolf actually being here. But I'm not going to show you the example on the Adolf actually, because YouTube probably can ban this video. So we are going to go for other character. Let's take Tupac Shakur. So what I'm going for, let's go for Tupac Shakur realistic art. So we try to get not like realistic image, but a realistic art that follows the character and still looks like him. So what do? We go and just copy paste it into the Sora, and we go for something like this character's name. This character's name is let's say Nick, and he is, and we go for like some kind of a description for the character. So once we do the description, once we write what we want for the description, we also go for our prompt, what we want to see in the video. So let's go. This is Nick, and Nick is coming back to, let's say, WWE, and he has his entrance kind of like a comeback, and audience is screaming hyped up, and we have narrators and commentators, and we have WWE commentators saying shocked things. Like, not shocked, but you need to work something on. But the problem is they won't say like Tupac Shakur is back, so you need probably to use some other AI with voice recreating to actually follow it for the more viral video, because the AI will use a name Nick, but it will redraw the character. Are shocked and talking about his comeback. Let's just go for it. So you need to work better on the prompt. I'm just like getting it out of my head while I'm doing this video to just like show you an example of this, how it works out, so you could understand. I'm not going to work on a like perfect prompt and give you a perfect prompt. No, I'm not great with prompting. I use for most of my channels just ChatGPT to make prompts, and I don't work too much on it. So if you can like try it out, work it out, you are good. If you don't want to try it out, and if you want to like give you a blueprint, I'm not going to give you a blueprint. This is not the channel you're searching a blueprint that's going to give you a perfect prompting, a perfect that. No, you need to find out it yourself, because if you're not eager to work on your stuff, you're not going to make money. This is obvious. So you need to research yourself, you need to work on it yourself. I'm just giving you a basic information, and you work on it yourself and actually go for it. So while the video is making, I'm going to give you some ideas we have. First of all, Jesus videos. Actually, if I'm not wrong, Sora 2 can probably not even ban those videos, because Jesus is a historical character and he doesn't look like super realistic. So if you just write Jesus, it will use the Jesus name and Jesus character. So maybe Jesus videos might be a great idea, and I haven't seen that much of it. So you can start working on it. As we can see, 1 million likes in 24 hours on Instagram Reels, some kind of Olympiad where Jesus is not swimming but running on water. So this is what we can go for, something related to the character, and try to work it out. 1 million likes, 1 million likes. I don't even know how much views this video has, but if you go for shorts, you can actually monetize this content. You can also go for like famous historical characters, famous dead wrestlers come back to the WWE, or just like famous characters like Tupac Shakur actually making entries. Those videos are popping on Instagram right now. You can go for like cartoonish style characters. You can generate images with like maybe Grok, which is not the best image generator, but still it does famous characters that other AIs can go for. And if you remember the AA movie posters, like this guy said, 140,000 likes, he created one. So those AI like Diddy Party or all of that stuff, you can just make the trailers now, a small 20-second trailers for shorts with famous characters, with a poster and just a movie trailer right there. So here you can see those trailers, like it used to be posters. It's actually a great niche too. So you know what the cost means this winter, and we go for this kind of trailer. So back then it was posters, now it's trailers, and they are popping too. And also about Instagram Reels, talk shows, some kind of stuff like that works well. Also a great niche is kind of gorilla monkey videos. They always were popping, and now they're starting to pop off, which you can go for racist ones, where basically a gorilla sitting in an airplane with his Burger King crown on top. You know the meme that I'm talking about probably already now, and screaming N-word on people. So I've seen that video. I can show it right now because I didn't found it, but here you can see gorilla on talk show, some stuff like monkey being arrested or something like that. Also a great one. We could see Hog Rider from Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, trying to get into a house. So some famous characters, but don't use the actual character. Rebrand it, redraw it with AI generated generatives, and just go for it. We could see this kind of video. I forgot the character, Flintstone. Yeah, the Flintstone. So some famous characters redrawn, not super realistic, though, that should not look like the actual one, and that works. So you just give an example of a character. Where is the draft? Okay, here it is. So it starts with an image. Okay, the prompt probably was wrong and it just uses the image, but if you use a proper image, you could see it works out. It actually tries to create a character, but this prompt was probably bad. That's why it didn't work out. So you need to work on a prompt and it will work. You just give an art, probably try without any background if you can, just give him a character and he redraws it and goes for some kind of walkout for WWE or something like that. So it didn't work out, but as you can see, I tried it a couple of times and here it was bad and here it was actually great. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts and it will be perfect. That's kind of for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.